Hello from Southern Ontario, May 1st here in Canada. So the latest from the TikTok turnips, the ABC people, anything but conservatives. I'm going to single out Slick Vic here because, well, he's one for calling everybody names. Man, he calls people the most brutal of names. And then singles out the freedomers for calling Trudeau names. Well, Slick, anyways. Slick, and I'm just using Slick here as an example because the latest is Trudeau keeps his promises, more so than any other leader before him. Slick Vic gave him an 8 out of 10 score on keeping his promises, Trudeau, that is. Well, you can see the footage of it, Slick. He promised he would never have a coalition government, never entertain the idea of it. Watch the video. He says, oh, Canadian people are smarter than that. They'd never stand for it. And yet here we have the only supply and confidence agreement I've been able to source in federal political history in Canada. And don't quibble about a supply and confidence agreement and a coalition not being the same. They are in result. I'll just leave it at that. He promised less scandals than his predecessors, and yet he's had more than all of them put together. Wow. You may recall footage. He promised he'd never have anything like Bill C-21. Do you know what that one is, Slick? Yeah, he promised never. And yet that's his and his exclusively. I don't recall him ever mentioning the likes of Bills C-11 and C-18, which are now law. That brings us back to the supply and confidence agreement again there, Slick. Or how about the pending Bill C-63? Have you read that bill, my friend? Yeah, I don't remember him ever promising anything to that effect. I most assuredly do not recall him informing us he'd follow WEF, UN, and WHO dictates. But I guess, Slick, that's a little over your head because you think the WEF is a harmless capitalist political think tank who has no power. And that 15-minute cities, well, I guess you've read the headlines and you think they're a good thing. You haven't gone down into the depths of what a 15-minute city is. Woohoo. And I could go on forever. Clean drinking water on the reserves, that promise didn't happen. How many trees was he to plant, Vic? And how many has he planted, Vic? 8 out of 10. You rank them. Well, Slick, I just use you as an example. I don't single you out. Well, I guess I am singling you out here, but you and your ilk. And yeah, hey, if you can insult everybody else, I guess I can insult you that far. You and your ilk, you read the headlines, you parrot each other, and well, I don't use your kind of language on my channel. You're talking